Hello, hey everybody. I am so excited to be with you guys on tonight. It is Kat, your girl Kat. This is Chat with Kat and Friends. Excuse my voice. Excuse my voice. I do not know what is going on. Look, and I got some look. Oh my gosh. So, um, just when you think you have everything all in place, everything has been checked, everything, you know, it's something. So I'm going to invite fabulously chic, fashionably chick tour, Violesia Tull on with me on this Facebook to have a Facebook live interview instead of on StreamYard because those connections. I mean, when you know what when the door closes, you find another access way, right? So that's what I'm going to do on tonight. I pray that you guys hang in there with us. This is going to be an awesome interview. I pray that she answers my invite, and she can see it okay. So I'm gonna try to do that right now. I think it's gonna say I already did. So let's see, because you can't do it before. Let's see. If not, we may have to reschedule this thing. Okay, yep, it says previously I already invited her. Okay. Hey, can you come in screen? I don't know. Let me see. On screen. There we go. There we go. There we go. And she's coming on. I thank you guys so very much. Hang in there with us on tonight. It has been something. I have been like on, I guess, just a little social media what break. Break. Yeah, that's the word, break, for the last week after experiencing some hard stuff. And that, I'm telling you that those heart disappointments are kind of hard. They're really hard. But God is good, and I'm just thankful to be here on today, to be in the land of the living. And it wasn't like that. It wasn't life or death or anything like that. But God be praised. I'm just so, you guys can't hear me. I don't know. I may have to just reschedule this. It's just not even. It's not acting right. And I'm going to keep pressing. I'm going to keep pressing. I'm going to keep pressing and trying and fixing it and all that stuff. Let's see. I'm not sure. Will this work? There we go. Okay. Is there volume now? Hopefully there is volume now. Hopefully there is volume now and you guys can hear me. But I was saying, yeah, I was on a little social media break. I was on a little social media break for the last week or whatever, right following the Father's Day tribute, which was so wonderful. And I'm so thankful and grateful for all of the dads. Trying to get for all of the wonderful dads that accompanied me on. I'm going to try to bring, let's see. All of the dads that accompanied me during the Father's Day for the month of June.
Okay.
Hey girl, how are you?
I'm doing I'm doing well, thank you.
Good, good. Oh my gosh, I am so sorry for the technical difficulties, but
No,
you
no,
know
it's
what?
fine.
Now I have because I've had a few. Because I've had a few, and these things only come by trial and error. Because I've had a few, I was like, okay, let me write, okay, if something should happen, so I put all of these ifs, if this should happen, if that should happen in the email that I send. So I'm a little better prepared as not, not like in the recent past. So, but
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah.
thank you so much for joining. Can you guys hear
Yeah, thank you
Kay,
for having
Desi?
me.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me, V?
Yes, I can.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome, awesome. Okay, I'm hoping that everybody else can hear us as well. I look, when I go to your Facebook page, when I go to your Facebook page, I just feel like joyful because it's popping. Everything is popping. So I can tell you love color. I can tell you love contrast because it's
Yeah.
always something different. It's always something new. You have all of these lovely shapes and sayings and all of these things. And we're going to get into that to you have a podcast, right? We're going to get into that as well.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I'm looking
Yes, you
forward to
can.
it.
Yeah,
So
me
tell us how you're
too.
doing today.
So this is the initial interview, right? Or are we gonna
Yes.
reschedule? Okay, this is the initial.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So I'm Violesia. I am a style coach and fashion tour guide with Fashionably Chic Tour. And I help women to look amazing, like their rock star selves, creating a timeless wardrobe that helps them to, be the unapologetic woman they're meant to be. And that's pretty much in terms of just the gist of what I do in working with women, particularly women life coaches in business, well, should I say boss babes or business babes, or however you refer to yourself if you're an
Right.
entrepreneur. Yeah.
And
Yes.
that's awesome. You know what? I know a great many people in the fashion industry and all that. Um, but what I would like to like say for those who I now let me say I had to grow into this fashion thing. It wasn't,
Mhm.
and I don't know, I had a struggle. I had a struggle like because I didn't want to feel like I didn't want it to look like. And now I've come to an understanding that people want to think what they think, and who cares, right?
Yeah.
Because
Right.
whether you're doing all good, they're gonna talk. Whether you're doing bad, they're gonna talk. But
Yeah.
anyway, so it
True.
took me a minute to get into the groove of fashion and wanting to be um not wanting to. I always wanted to look good, but this
Right.
fashion thing, it wasn't always a part of what I embraced as a woman. And it took some time. How was it for you entering, like how did it happen for you? Was this something that you always were into since you were a little girl? Did you always want to, be a fashion consultant or just be in that industry? How did it pan out?
For me as a child, I had a lot of adventurous imaginations in terms of what I wanted to be growing up. And my childhood did not paint a picture of the white picket fence and this amazing story. However, I got to capture those moments in my mind. So when I was a child, to me, I was everything, and you could not stop me. And your every no made me thrive and go further even more. So I would say I loved fashion when I was a child because I got to just watch the aunties and the church ladies with the big hats look so fancy and fabulous. And to me, in my mind, they had everything that I always wanted. They had the poise, they had the etiquetteness. And I would just watch these women and embody that for myself because that's what I wanted. For me, I didn't always think of myself as this brilliant, beautiful, or should I say, eloquent person. So I wanted to make sure that I watch these women so that I can adopt what it is that they have. And all along, I was beautiful. I just didn't see it. So yeah, that's where it
Mhm.
started. Yeah.
I understand that. And when you were talking, I think that's what it didn't connect for me because I loved fashion. Oh, I love the dresses and the
Yes.
hats, going to church. And my grandmother, she wore a suit and a hat like nobody else, right? All of our look, we
Yes.
can remember those days, grandma taking us to church or whatever, what have you, going to meetings, Bible study, and all of those things. And it was always, I always loved that. So it wasn't that I didn't admire it or I didn't like it. I just didn't connect to it. And you had a connection with it, um different, so different from, and everybody's is different with that understanding. So it is great. We will get into like the breadth of it all the next
Yes.
time we will talk, and have another interview the next time. But today we're going to, because we're on Facebook Live, and it's not,
I know because
it's
it was supposed to be StreamYard. It's a whole different vibe when
right, right, it's a whole different vibe, it's a whole
it's a
different.
whole professionalism, okay?
Yeah, right, right. So,
Yes.
hey, Peggy. Hey, everybody. Thanks so much for joining. Hey,
Yes,
CT.
thank you.
Hey, Desi. Hey, Kay. Thank you so much for joining, you guys. Share this interview if you can, please. And I thank you in advance for everyone who may be dropping in, stopping in, posting up. Thank you so, so very much. If you have questions, I will do my best to, uh, thank you. Look, Kay, but you guys look great. I am so, I'm honored. I'm honored. So we just lost V. Come on, drop back in, V. We're gonna wait and get her. Thank you guys so much for the hearts. This is encouragement. Look, like I was saying, I was on a little social media diet. took a break. Took a break from social media. Just had some things. Oh, this mine. Praise God for my husband because he loves me. He loves me. He truly does. Those of you who like have those things in your mind, and like when your heart is hurting and all of those things, it's like, what can you do? And you do everything that you can do, and then even more. I don't know what that's all about. Okay, hopefully you can. Yeah, so I'm coming back, and it's gonna get stronger and stronger and better and better. Hang in there with your girl. Hang in tough with me. I look. I beg of you. I encourage you to go on with me for this ride. Hey V, come on back in. She's right there. So let me try to let her back in. You disappeared. Okay, you guys. I don't know what this is. I do not know. But we're gonna keep going. I'm not gonna stop. I already
Okay.
know. Hey, hey.
I'm back.
Look, I said I'm not gonna stop. There we go. I have my volume all the way up. Some of the listeners and viewers were saying that they couldn't hear me, so I have my volume
Okay.
all the way up, and I do apologize. My throat, my voice is kind of raspy. It's kind of raspy. It's kind of raspy, and it might be a little bit low, so I do apologize. I'm gonna scoot up a little bit closer. Hopefully, you don't see all the pores on my skin. But anyway,
Girl.
but anyway, thank you so much for sharing that, you guys. If you are just joining, look, now I've been calling you V. Let me know, what do you prefer? What do you prefer, Queen V, for us to call you?
Well, my name is Violesia,
Right,
and
right.
those who know me personally, I would say you know me. We've been in
We've
some
been
circles
cordial,
together.
just cordial.
Yes. So Violesia is my name, but um
Awesome.
is
Okay, okay,
the
awesome,
nickname, you
awesome.
know.
Yeah, you guys, we met through some networking events, and
Yes.
yeah, so we found that we have a few things in common, and God is just good. He's just good in
Yes.
everything that he does, and we both have been blessed. I've heard your testimony, and I'm so thankful and grateful that right, that the great woman that you are, and that is your passion and the road that you're on. Share with us a little bit more about how it makes you feel to help, to be an encouragement, to give empowerment. Tell us a little bit about what that does for you.
Well, one of the things I really love that is, just being able to use style, to use fashion, a piece of a garment to bring life to a woman's confidence and just helping her to shift whatever things she may be having in her life,
Mhm.
storms she's going through, just whatever. And necessarily doesn't have to always be in a struggling point, but just being able to, at that moment when I find her this piece for her photo shoot or this graduation or just the different occasions that come up, and being able to just have that smile on her face and a sigh of relief because she did not locate these particular items. It's just, it's just amazing. I just recently did a retreat called When Queens Meet, and
Yes.
in the sessions I had the mirror there, which was really great, and just allowing women to come face to face with themselves. And one of the things that had came up for some is that they never really look in the mirror at themselves and really seeing and embracing who they are. And a lot of times we put all of these restrictions on ourselves, and that keeps us, stuck and stagnated in certain places, and especially when it comes to how you show up and what you're wearing. And that was just such a great, just a great time. And that there just even solidified even more why I enjoy doing what I do, and that there's women, though they're strong, though they outwardly have it going on, but inwardly they still have some things, as we all do, that
Right.
they need to address and work on. And just being able to be that source for that particular woman through what she wear, I'm always invigorated by that.
Yeah, and that's awesome. Because it's not just the outside. It's not just the outside.
Right.
It there's a connection to your emotional state, your
Yes.
mental state. All of
Yes.
that is connected. So when we talk about fashion and design and all of those things, yes, it does, it does help the outside,
Yes.
but it's so much more to be said and so much more to come in alignment with the inner person that you are, that
Yes.
helps to accentuate your beauty, your intelligence, your professionalism, all of those things. So you said you just recently, yes, and big shout out to TT. Thank you so much. Big
Yes.
shout out to Catherine Trotter and everyone who had a part in it. Say the name of the conference once again.
So it was a retreat, actually, girl. It was far from a
Um,
conference. Okay, it was just a
okay.
whole. It was a whole experience, and
Yeah.
I went there needing to release and just
Yeah.
be propelled into a different realm for myself, and so I was just blown away by it. So it's called One Queen's Meet, and it's really stemmed from an actual online, uh, I would say, an online conference that was done, and then the retreat, and it's just catapulted to something so amazing. So yes, shout out to CT Speaks for hosting this
Yes, yes.
event.
Big
Yes.
shout out to her. I heard so many wonderful and awesome things. I can't wait for the
Yeah.
next one because I can't wait to participate myself.
Oh my gosh, you would love it, Kat. You would love it.
The virtual that we had was off the chain. So I'm like, I can't imagine. But you know what?
Right.
When you're there's something more when you're like in such a beautiful place, when you're kind of
Yeah.
enveloped around a whole bunch of women that you really don't know, but you
Right.
have kinship with, right? And you just don't
Exactly.
even, some of it you just don't even know. But
Right.
that's wonderful and awesome. Hey, and Peggy is with us on today. She was
Hey,
one of
Peggy. Yes, Peggy was there. It was so
um,
fun. She brought the accessories. She was the icing on the wardrobe cake, should I say?
right, right.
When it came to the accessories there for everyone. So it was a whole to do. I loved it.
Awesome. So now with Fab now, and I'm sorry because I'll be something like fabulous. No,
Oh,
it's not
fashionably
fabulous.
chic. Fashionably chic.
Fashionably chic. Fashionably chic. With Fashionably Chic tour, you travel. Can you share with us like the last place that you've been and what that experience was like? Um, just where
Oh,
you've been.
absolutely. So with Fashionably Chic Tour, it is pretty much helping women, providing women with this chic, resourceful shopping experience and highlighting like the hottest fashion districts. So we just did a Clutches and Cream event, Baltimore fashion industry for the Baltimore fashion industry professionals this past Saturday. And then we kicked off the Style in the City, which was really hot, highlighting the historic Fells Point area and some of the eateries and the amazing boutiques. They welcomed us. I was so fun. And all of that was just in preparation for our Girls Day Out Vintage and Brunch that's taking place October 15th. And then we are getting ready for Paris, ladies. Yes, Paris in 2022. So yeah, that's kind of like the briefing of what Fashion Week Chic Tour is.
Awesome, awesome. And you know what? Look, you speaking about Fells Point, so that's here in Baltimore, Maryland.
Yeah.
We were down at the
That
Fells
is.
Point area. You know, one of my favorite stores over there. That I like to go to just check out what they have is
Okay.
Nordstrom Rack because it's kind of new. I guess it's been
It is.
maybe 2, maybe 3 years now that it's been there.
Right.
But when it came, when it came, I remember my client. I have a client that I used to, that we used to just go. I used to pick her up and we would just go and go shopping or do whatever it is that she had
Right.
to do. And that was her favorite. That is her favorite store to go to. So,
Okay.
hey, look, something I'm sold there.
Okay. Let me get in the comments because I can't see. Okay. Oh, I see Whitney, Peggy, Kay. Yeah.
Hey, Miss Portia. Kay said I'm sold there. Look, so the Paris trip that you have coming up, um, can anybody go? Like, what's
So
the
what?
makeup of?
So it's pretty much open to a woman who loves fashion and who because the fashion tours are obviously fashion focused, so you already know shopping is going to be involved with the Paris trip. With the Paris trip, my apologies, it's going to be champagne on the River Seine. So it's like a champagne cruise. We're going to do an organic chocolate tasting. So it's
Yeah.
pretty much really open to that woman. One of the amazing features that I love on this particular trip is the dressing up in the 19th century. So
Oh,
the
wow.
19th century flair and just having that moment of just being something in a different time
Yeah.
zone. So that's and I really growing up, I really love like the women wearing the corsets and the really poofed out dresses. I mean, and the
Mhm.
big old curly wigs. So we're gonna have that moment of that. Yeah, you're gonna be playing dress up and just seeing a whole new you.
Wow. That sounds so exciting. So if you guys would
It
like
is.
to go, definitely check out Violicia's page to find out, what it is that you need to do to get on board. Find out all those details about it. And one, I haven't said it yet, but your information will be posted in this video. So I will upload this to my YouTube channel, Chat with Cat and Friends, and all of your information will be on this episode. All of your Instagram, your Facebook, your group that you have. And
Okay.
you know what? While we're on that, tell us a little bit about you have a podcast. Now, is it new? It's new to me. I've just recently seen it. But
Okay.
is it new or am I just new to it?
No, actually, so I'm trying to recall like the podcast. So what I do is I do some lives. I do have some things in terms of what I do. I've done in with YouTube. I do have something that we're doing this coming Wednesday, which is like your summer hues, style your summer workshop. So you ladies, if you're looking to, style your summer, figuring out the hottest essentials and what to wear, transitional pieces that to wear from summer to fall, because we're about to go into fall. I mean, the year just went by so fast, Kate. I don't know where it went, but we're about to be in fall, and so that session is going to take place on Wednesday. But tell me a little bit more in terms of what you saw, because my mind is drawing a blank.
And see, I'm on my phone. I was going to refer to my phone. It was, what did it say? Something about here. It was like voices. Something about here. Speak. Let me see. Sorry.
Do you
It
remember
was
if
about.
like outfit? I was switching out an outfit, or because I do so
No.
generally what I do, Kate, which you might have saw, I've done some interviews with other designers and other people here in the fashion industry. So yes, if you're referring to that, I do that, but it's not structured as a podcast per se. I just love
Okay.
to just connect, and that's one of the things with Fashionably Chic Tour. And what I do as a stylist is connecting with other wardrobe stylists, designers, boutique owners, just to build some sort of community, and so that we can all thrive and grow.
Right. That's exactly what it was. Thank you. And I'm sorry that it just escaped me. I'm like,
No,
I
no,
was
it's
just looking
fine.
at the flyer and trying to access just so I could have a little more information. But
Right.
that is exactly it because it was talking about, having community or forming community and just networking with people, in the industry, in the fashion industry and things of that nature. So that's
Yeah.
awesome. It's wonderful. To connect, just like you said, to connect and you have this like-mindedness. So there's a collaboration. There are collaborations that can
Yes,
take place
exactly.
that everyone can grow from. So that's an awesome thing to have. Thank you guys so much. Okay, the Speak to the Nation. That's what it is. Speak to the nations.
Yeah. So yeah, on July 17th, I'm going to be one of the speakers for CT Speaks event, which is Speak Life to the Nation. Of course, this is
Awesome.
not new. So this is the first event. It's been a cycle. I'm going to say maybe the second. It's going to be the second event from the Speak Life to the Nation. So really excited about that. I know the first time when it kicked off, we did a whole shebang where two recipients received a makeover, and I was one of the stylists who assisted in that. So it was phenomenal. Just seeing these business bosses taking their not just their mindset and their business to the next level, but really elevating their style. And Speak Life Tour also sponsored the photo shoot, so they got to walk away with some images of themselves,
Wow.
bossing up.
That's awesome. That is so
Yeah,
awesome.
yes,
That that is just so awesome. Excuse me, I'm sorry. And invigorating as a woman. Just like you said, you don't necessarily have to like be on the bottom to feel like you need to spruce up or whatever the case may be. There could be color needed or what have
yeah,
you don't exactly have to be down and out and all of these things. It is
right.
a great upper though. It
Yeah,
helps your mood. It helps your
it does.
mood. So men, let it be known, don't count the women out, your sisters, your wives, your mothers, and all of that stuff, because we like the jewels and the pieces and the flary skirts and the ruffled shirts. Don't get started on the ruffled shirt. It's always
Yes,
ruffled for
girl,
me.
the ruffles, honey. Give me all the ruffles, okay?
Ruffles, right? Because it just helps. It just helps. It helps your pretty. It helps your beauty to go
Yes,
on, right? It helps your beauty to go on. It helps you emotionally to just feel good. Whether you're having a bad day or the greatest day ever. So you share with us, thanks, Kay. So you share with us that from a little girl, like admiring the dresses and the hats and that was just something that you were drawn to. So you've always kind of dabbled in fashion. Tell us, I see your mannequin in the back
Yeah,
with yeah, with the ruffles on that look purple is my favorite color. Purple is
is
my
it?
favorite color.
Yeah, I love purple.
But what is like a fashion must have for you? What is something that you would say that you would think or you would call like a fashion must have? Everybody should have one of these or two of these or whatever the case may be.
Absolutely. So I believe, and I'm actually going through this now with the client in terms of just helping her to build a timeless wardrobe that is going to carry on from season to season. So it's the basic things, just the basic. I believe every woman should definitely have a basic T-shirt in her wardrobe
Mhm.
because one being you can do a black and a white one because you can wear it's a foundation, a timeless foundational piece that can help you to create multiple looks when you don't even know how to put a look together for your body
Right.
type, right? So you can pair a t-shirt with some jeans. You can pair a t-shirt with a really
A
nice
t-shirt.
flowy skirt with the slit up the
Mhm.
top, just the slit, just a little slit with some tennis shoes on, have a
Yeah.
denim jacket, and you just out the door. You don't have to put too much thought into it. Or you can wear your t-shirt with rolling up the sleeves of your t-shirt, and it just
Mhm.
changed the whole aesthetics of the look, right? Put on a belt, put on a nice jean skirt of your choosing, or some jeans or some slacks, and you can pair it with some heels or tennis shoes. So when you think about your wardrobe, we put a lot of time and thought behind it, but when you have those foundational pieces that it's going to, translate from season to season, it makes going and putting together your outfits seamless. And then if
Yeah.
you can't do that, then you can always get with me.
Right.
I will make it absolutely seamless for you, easy, and worth the time.
All right. All right. So
Yes,
you
but did you
said
catch
now
that? So that's a t-shirt, ladies. That's a white and a black. Also,
in the
definitely making
black.
sure that you have a denim jacket. Denim jacket is a piece that never goes out of style, and a good
Never.
blazer, particularly neutral.
Right.
If you can stay away from black, I mean, black is a great color. It's a powerful color to have. But if you're going to have two blazers, I say a black and a neutral color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is absolutely, look, that's right up my alley. I love a t-shirt. The other day I had on my t-shirt. And look, big shout out to Shakira Johnson.
Yeah.
Big shout out to her. I had her t-shirt on and I flipped, just like you said, I flipped up
Yeah.
the sleeves on it. I flipped up the sleeves on it. See, my daughter don't know anything about that. She's 11. So she's messing with my sleeves. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, this is how I'm wearing it. This is my
Right.
style. Right. Just like you said, you could do so much just
So
with a
much.
basic tee. You can wear it with
And
anything.
exactly. And one of the things that's really, and if you're, happen to be on a trend, I mean, it's even the sleeves with the padding in it, and it just had, just cut off at the sleeve. But I say if you want to do a DIY yourself, you can always take the shoulder pads and put them inside of the t-shirt yourself, and then roll the sleeves up, and it still give it that look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Girl, don't look. I'm talking about DIY. My husband's like, what are you doing? I'm always cutting. Look, I'm determined. I am determined. I am determined. I
Right.
like what I like. So,
Yes.
and as women, that's how a lot of us are. We just like what we like. And sometimes we'll go out and try to do it ourselves, or
Right.
sometimes we'll go out and purchase it, what have you.
Yeah.
I'm so tickled that this is something that you've been kind of dabbling in um, almost your whole life, I want to say, because you loved fashion from your youth, so it's always been something in your mind, and it's grown. So
Right.
it's a very look, and I can tell it's a very serious thing, and it is the comfort that it gives a woman. You
Right.
guys, you cannot say. Now we have a question. Kay asked, do you keep up with color trends of the season, or do you encourage people to wear whatever color they love?
Oh my gosh, that's a great question, Kay, because that's exactly what we're going to be talking about this Wednesday in the Summer Hues, styling your summer. So just really, getting into, yeah, staying up on the color trends is powerful. And one of the colors that I absolutely am loving this summer is the blues. And because a lot of times some of us don't dabble with color in our wardrobe, and but when you allow yourself to explore, it just brings about a different experience. It brings about a different feeling in terms of your mood. Like color can definitely shift your mood, right? So just helping women to answer your question, yes, I would encourage you all to stay up on the color trends. You don't have to mimic or adopt every color into your wardrobe, but I would certainly say utilize some of them that work with your skin as well as with the aesthetics of what you have already in your closet. Right? So if you have a lot of blacks, then maybe you can incorporate some blues and some neutral colors into that into your wardrobe.
Yeah. Wow. Yes. And look, Mika's saying she loves the blues, the yellows, the greens,
Yes,
this summer. And I'm a blue girl. I've just become, I wasn't always, and then color changes for you. It changes for
it
you.
does.
I don't know your likes and what you're drawn to. Like now I am like really drawn to blues, like light blue, powder blue,
Yes,
sky blue, that lighter array of blues. So,
yes.
and that's
And
trending right now. So
yeah,
I'm in
and
the
it's
trend.
yellows, and even the yellows, and that's one thing I really
Mhm.
love to do in terms of just with my clients is just put on something different that you typically would not wear, and just allow yourself to explore. Write down some of the things you don't like about it and some of the things you do, and just make that connection from there. But don't allow your style to be in a box. Sometimes we're our style is in a box because we are placing limitations on ourselves anyway. And so all of everything else continues to follow. Limitation in how we dress, limitation in the relationships we build.
Yeah.
It's just a downward spiral sort of in terms of
Right.
limitation. So let's add some pizzazz and pop to your wardrobe, girl.
Right. I can agree with you on the limitations thing because that's what when I was speaking at the beginning about I had to grow into like, and that was the limitation I put on myself. Nobody ever said you can't do this or you shouldn't do that, not that I remember anyway. That those
Right.
are we put limitations on ourselves, and just as Valicia was just sharing, those limitations, they seep into other areas of our lives. So we definitely want to be careful not to like overly stress the push to do things new, but it's the limitation of it all. And it could start just with and you could think that it's simple clothing and style and fashion. You could think on the lines of, oh, that's not that important. But that's where it starts and it grows. And then you start finding yourself, you're limited. You limit your thinking because you don't want to be exposed to this or that or whatever. Of course, we're talking about positive things, not things that are going to affect you negatively. But yeah, we want to get out of that box, and we put ourselves in that box a lot of times. I know I have, and for a lot of my life, that's how I was. So I'm very grateful and thankful to like be, to have an open perspective, a more open perspective than I did in my youth and growing up, because those things a lot of times is what we've experienced, what we've been through, what we've been around. It's not so much what we've been told or taught, really, not so much. It's just what we've gathered. It's those like strings that are attached to some things that um we didn't even think that there was going to be an issue or what have you. um let's see, beat is back. So she'll be coming in any moment now. Um, but that's awesome. That's huge and that's big stuff because we we have like talked through the the mental struggle that sometimes comes with and that emotional balance, and it's deep, y'all. It can be very deep, and it's all tied together in different ways for everybody. It may not be um, you may not think, I'm gonna say you may not think that it's a deep issue or it's something that you're tied to, but sit down and think about it, talk it out, write it out. Violesia was sharing that, um, she's had her clients sit down and write some things that you don't like about it, write what you do like about it, speaking on color, and that will help you. It will help you to make a connection to either let some things go or keep some things going it's a learning thing because we're learning ourselves and we're always growing. You want to always be on the side to air, to grow. Right. You want to be on the side
Oh
of
my
growth.
gosh,
Hey,
there's
lady.
so much technical stuff. My apologies.
Yeah, yeah, and it happens. It happens. I'm always look. I think I'm always prepared. I try to just keep on going because we'll see, right? We'll see. And I'm glad that you were able to pop back in. But I was talking about the emotional tie and the mental health. It's all still tying back to that. Still, because that's just how I am, and that's the vein that I walk in every day and all day.
Right.
But and you know that you've come to and I'm sure much more greatly in working in fashion, working with women. You can appreciate all that it does, and that's a
Yes.
part of the love that you have for it, and that's awesome. That's
Yes.
awesome. Can you share with us your like your either your most recent or most current experience in like seeing that transition or that change for a woman who I don't know who you were able to help with I don't know a piece could be clothing, could be jewelry, or just that if you can I don't know if you can think of the last experience that you had where it made a difference and you could see it, you could feel the
Yes.
connection with the difference. Can you share that with us?
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the things, I guess it's so many, excuse my background, but it's so
I'm
many when
sure.
I think
Oh
about
no.
it. I think when I think about a real transformation, was when I went into one client's closet and she was like, I can't find anything to wear. I I've gained some weight, which I didn't see where she gained any weight at, but
Hmm.
and so I was able to go in there within 5 to 7 minutes and pull together like at least a good 10 looks for her, even from her accessories to
Wow.
her shoes. And just seeing that transformation at that moment for her just brought so much sparkle to my face because it was like an aha moment to say,
Mhm.
um, Valencia, there's women out here who definitely can use what you have, and this is something here. Like, don't sleep on um,
Right.
what you can do in terms of bringing
Hmm.
confidence and helping women look fabulous when they don't feel or look that way themselves.
Yeah. What you just and it just escaped me, but you just said something. It brought a sparkle to your face, and I'm sure, and I know that it brought joy to her heart as
Yeah,
well.
she was so
Um,
excited. She still talks about it till this day.
right. And we do that. We do that a lot. As women, we kind of diminish our own
Yeah,
aptitude for reaching another or touching someone else's life with
right.
it could be the smallest thing. It could be the
Yeah,
smallest thing. So guys, whoever, guys, girls, it
yeah,
could be, your best friends or whatever, that scarf or that shirt, go and grab it. You know the size, or find out the size. Get that shirt or find out what it is that you need to know because it can brighten someone's day. It can
yeah,
change the smallest things can change somebody's view of who they are, and that's what clothing does, a lot of times.
The right garments does. If
The
and
right
if you
garments,
and if you know the right garments that work for your body,
right. Hmm.
definitely, because you want to be very intentional about pieces that you wear, the pieces that you choose. And a lot of times, what works for a woman who wears Fashion Nova might not work for a woman who has a body like Ashley Stewart. So a lot of times we get in a state of comparisons when you
Yeah.
can have that same look. It's just different. It's just going to look
Right.
different, but it can still look polished. It can still look chic. It can still look effortless. It can embody all those power words, and you're still able to show up your fabulous, confident self, right? So,
Right.
so before you
That
do
is
go
so
out and grab that scarf and that hat, and I love that, Kate, make sure that it really works with the aesthetics of your wardrobe that you have currently and with your goals that you're doing in terms of moving forward. And I'm talking to my life coaches and my bosses out there because you want your wardrobe to be in alignment with where you're going. I mean, it wouldn't make sense for me to have tons of t-shirts in my closet when I have 5 to 10 speaking engagements coming up. Like,
right.
are we going to show up for our photo
Absolutely.
shoot and our speaking engagement? So just being really intentional in terms of what you want in life and making sure your garments is aligned with that. And that's going to certainly save you money and time when you go into your closet. You won't have to necessarily say, what am I to wear,
Right.
when you already know that everything is in alignment with your goals and what you have to achieve. So, and that's where I really come in to
Hmm.
assist you. And that's one of the things I really love to do too, Kate, is to really help my clients identify, what is your goals? What do you like? What challenges are you struggling with in terms of your weight? What part of your body do you love? Because that's the part of your body that I really want to show off. If you don't like your belly, then girl, let's, cover that part up until you work that off, whatever your goal is. And just really helping them to stay in tune, to not lose sight that no, you're not going to turn on the TV and see an ad that says bodies really, really cute sandals, and you really don't,
Right.
your lifestyle doesn't even fit that. Or
Hmm.
however, you want to make sure that your lifestyle also fits what you're wearing because then you're getting more wears out of your wardrobe too. A lot of us have pieces in our closet that we don't even get to wear because it does not fit the aesthetics of our life and it just sits there. So make better use of your garments by making sure they're aligned with where you're going. And that's what I basically tell my, teach or train or teach my clients on doing.
That's awesome. And you know what? Because it helps to emulate the person that you want to present.
Yeah.
I'm sure we've all heard, the outward appearance is the first thing that people
Yeah.
see. So you want that to kind of emulate and give off the best vibe possible. And
Right.
in those cases when women do you, before I go on, have you styled for men as of yet?
Yes, I do. I've worked with some men in terms of styling. I've done that, yes. But my
Awesome.
focus is has been my target has been women. So yes, but I
Awesome.
have worked with styling for some men too.
Okay, that's great to know. That's just great to know, just in case anybody had that question, because men need style too,
Yeah.
need style tips
Right, right.
as well. So it's awesome to know, it's not isolated. Everyone is privy to want to look good and want to feel
Right.
good. It's not,
Exactly.
this imbalance or symbiotic thing that only pertains to one. But helping others, you were saying that you're the coach who comes in and tries to what helps to like broaden the horizon, because sometimes we become closed in what we even see. Like, you went into the closet and you were able to pull out, I thought you were going to be like six outfits. You said 10. Did you say more than 10
Mhm.
or 10 plus or something like that?
Right.
Wow. And what a big help that was, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Because a lot of times like I said, we have, and sometimes we are just, oh, we have a lot of pieces in our closet and we're just overwhelmed by them that you just really need someone to come in and help you to have some clarity around what pieces
Right.
work with how to, how to wear them, where to go in terms of where you're going for these particular items, right? And just organizing them or categorizing them for each of your engagements. And that's one of the things I do with my clients. My clients is working with them on a a digital closet. They have their digital closet where we organize and categorize their garments to whether it's for their speaking engagement, for their next photo shoot. So don't
Right.
ever go into their closet and say, I don't know what to wear. It's gonna be in alignment with again their goals and what they have
Right.
coming up for the future. So being intentional, being prepared and planning for it.
Yes, yes, right on. I look, I'm right there with you.
And it
This is
saves
all such
and it saves so much time because even
right.
and I have some of my clients that call me like the day before and be like, girl, I need an outfit, and I'll be like, oh my gosh, you just love to stress me out, but let me do what I do. And so just and not and just not allowing yourself to always be in that state of emergency.
Right, right.
You know,
I hear you. I hear
we
you.
get used, it's just like when we go to the nail spa and we get our nails done, everything has to be fast, fast, rush, rush. No, everything, your wardrobe doesn't always have to be in a state of emergency. And when you're intentional about your wardrobe, you're intentional about where you're going and the opportunities that's to come. It's going to happen. So I love to help my clients get clarity and support them around, their garments long term in preparation for, their upcoming events, their upcoming photo shoots, their upcoming date nights, you know. The list can go.
Yeah. Right, right. There's always there's always a avenue of okay, I need support in this area or this section doing
Yeah,
whatever it is I'm doing. And having a helpful professional and like well-trained mind in that area is just it's
right.
awesome. It helps to alleviate. And you know what? We're talking about it and we're going to be coming to a close real soon. But I was like, it
Mhm.
also helps save money because you're not buying stuff that you're not going to wear or stuff just like you were saying, make sure that it fits into the type of person that you are.
Yeah,
It's important. We
right.
might think that, oh, whatever. It's important and it's going to save you money. Buy pieces that you wouldn't mind wearing again and again,
Exactly.
maybe.
I definitely agree.
So, well, we're coming to a close. Can you share with us your social media handles? Like I said, I am going to post those when I upload this onto my channel, Chat with Cat and Friends. Subscribe,
Okay.
subscribe. Um, all of your information will be there, but can you let everyone know right now what your Instagram is, your Facebook is, all of those social platforms that you work from or that you speak of? Can you let us know how to get in touch with you?
Yes, absolutely. So you all can connect with me at Fashionably Chic Tour. That's Fashionably Chic Tour on Instagram as well as on Facebook. And you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel at Fashionably Chic Tour as well. And then I did put the link in the comment section where you can connect with
Mhm.
me at Linktree, uh, // Fashionably Chic Tour. And there you will have the opportunity to set up a complimentary style profile with me. So that would be really fun if you are certainly looking to spruce up your wardrobe,
Right.
just look fabulous. You're in a transitional stage of your life and you want a makeover, closet revamping. I am certainly that stylist, that style coach who can support you in getting clarity and help around your new look. Yes.
Awesome. Awesome. You guys, and my voice sounds like it's fading and fading and fading.
Oh,
But thank you so much for joining us on
thank you for
tonight.
having me.
I appreciate you hanging in and coming back. You kept coming back, so thank you for not giving up. Thank you for not giving up. We will certainly have another interview, and we'll like go into more depth of your testimony, because I know you want to
Okay.
share that of your testimony and what it all means to you. It's such a deep thing, an emotional thing. And it's very important. And you guys need to know. You guys need to know, because there may be somebody out there who is feeling like, ugh,
Right.
why this and why that, and it's not in a comparison way, but it's always nice to know that you're not alone, that there
Right.
is a connected, there is someone who can connect to you or understand exactly in high similarity to what you may be feeling and what you may be going through. Thank you guys so much for all the hearts, for all your comments, for
Yes, thank
participating.
you.
Look, I wanted to do a few quick shout outs, and then you can have the floor if you had any last words, Felicia. But thank you so much to Peggy, to Tamika. Look, every day is a gift. Jim, Tamika, and her paparazzi. I'm look, Mika girl. And to Kay, plus size ego. You guys check out
Oh
these
yes, plus size
websites.
ego. Yes, I love plus size
Yes,
ego.
these pages that I'm mentioning, these women are just going for it, and I'm excited for you. I'm excited for me. Look, excited for us all. To be
Yes,
happy and blessed to know and be connected to the skin that we're in. It takes some time to get there, but thank
yes,
God
yes,
that we're getting there, that we're getting there, making some headway in that. Did you have, and everybody who tuned in and who was listening? I saw Debbie, I saw Desi, and I thank you guys so much. If I did not mention your name, charge it. Look up here, not to my heart.
yes.
It's so much appreciated. Felicia, did you have any last minute shout outs? Thank you, me. Yes, but God, did you have any shout outs before we wrap it up?
No, I think you did good. I mean, I just want to say thank you for having me here. I really appreciate this opportunity. Thank you to the viewers who tuned in, to those of you who's going to catch the site or replay, to my family and friends for your support. I really appreciate you. And that's it in closing.
Yes, and
Mhm.
definitely you guys check out Felicia's website. Check out Fashionably Chic Tour. Check it out. She has like just colors and saying you post positivity and uplifting sayings and things of that nature,
Yes,
which are just helpful and encouraging just to any person. So
yes,
guys, if you need a style coach, she's your woman. Women, if you need a style coach, this is the person that you need to call. I thank you so much for
oh,
joining
thank
me
you.
on tonight, Felicia. I appreciate you so very much, and all that you do, because it's a lot. It's a lot. Thank you so much for staying and for doing what you do. Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you for doing what you do. This is amazing. I appreciate it.
Awesome, awesome. I'm honored. I'm honored. So you guys have a great night.
Good
I'll see
night.
you next Monday. Jalisha, I did see you chime in, Felicia. I did see you chime in. I did see her chime in. Thank you so much. And look, I was trying to close it out, and there it is. I did see Jaleesa chime in. She will be my guest next week. And she has this amazing effort that she's put forth in gaining self-confidence and being a full-figured woman and having this confidence level that has skyrocketed. She was in a competition. Is it Miss North Carolina? There's more to the name. That's all that I can think of right now. But wow, what guts do you have, right? What confidence do you have? And God gives us that. So I pray that you all stay prayed up, stay in your faith, stay in the word of God, praying and look and receiving those open doors and those blessings that he has in store for you. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. I am so excited to have had this evening with you guys. My voice. It sounded a little bit better. It sounded a little bit better. But we're gonna call it a night. I'm gonna call it a night. Thank you so much again, Valicia, for joining. Thank you for all of your tips and your strategies and helping us have bring more clarity to the connection between our mental state, our emotional state, and our wardrobes. How we look on the outside. God is good. You guys have a great and peaceful night. I'll talk to